In every small town, there's a silence that hides behind closed doors. And sometimes that silence becomes the only witness to a crime no one wanted to see. The town of Riverton, New York, sat between frozen lakes and long stretches of pine. Life there moved slowly. Morning coffee, the same faces at the diner, the same sigh of snow against rooftops. Eli Saunders lived in that quiet rhythm. 24, thoughtful, a little shy, but known for a laugh that could disarm anyone. To friends, Eli was gentle, a person who loved animals, coffee, and painting lonely streets at dusk. To himself, he was still learning how to belong in a world that often mistook difference for danger. He'd come out as transgender a few years earlier, and though Riverton was polite on the surface, whispers ran colder than the wind that winter. But Eli stayed kind, stayed visible, stayed brave. On December 17th, he texted his best friend Jules, "Gonna close the cafe tonight. Come by if you want free pie." It was a normal night, laughter echoing from the kitchen, Christmas lights trembling in the window. At 8:42 p.m., cameras caught him locking the back door, stepping into the alley with his backpack and sketch pad. That was the last clear image of him alive. When Eli didn't show up for work the next morning, his manager assumed he'd overslept. By afternoon, his phone went straight to voicemail. Jules drove to his apartment, lights off, bed made, winter coat gone. A single mug sat by the sink, cold coffee half finished. Beside it, a small painting, unfinished, of a snowy street, a faint human figure disappearing into white. By nightfall, flyers appeared on telephone poles. Missing Eli Saunders. His mother's voice cracked on the local news. "He's never done this before. Please, if anyone has seen him." The police logged it as adult voluntary disappearance. But Jules knew better. "He wouldn't leave without saying goodbye," she whispered. And she was right. Days passed. Social media turned his name into a hashtag. Just find Elis Saunders. Some offered help, others mocked, twisting his identity into cruel jokes. In Riverton, empathy faded fast. Detective Mara Lewis, assigned to the case, felt the pressure. The town wanted calm, not chaos. But something about the surveillance footage bothered her. At 8:47 p.m., just 5 minutes after Eli left the cafe, a gray pickup truck rolled past the alley, license plate too blurry to read. When the snow melted in early January, hikers found a glove near the edge of Lake Mendrick, 15 miles away. Inside the lining, police found a few short red hairs, the same color Eli dyed his in November. The search shifted from missing to possible foul play. Mara traced the truck to Caleb Durner, a 31-year-old construction worker with a record for assault and online hate posts. When questioned, he smirked. "You people love making yourselves victims," he said. Evidence came slowly, fragments, not answers. But one night, a local gas station clerk handed over a USB stick from the store's old camera system. The footage showed Caleb's truck pulling in at 9:18 p.m. and Eli sitting in the passenger seat, head down. The town froze. Nobody wanted to believe it. When police raided Caleb's cabin, they found traces of blood under the floorboards and Eli's sketch pad, pages torn, drawings smeared with red clay. In his final sketch, a frozen road, a single light flickering in darkness, Eli had written, "If I disappear, tell them I tried to be kind." The trial came in spring. Caleb pled not guilty, claiming Eli had attacked first. But digital records told a different story. Messages full of threats, mocking Eli's identity. Forensic reports matched the blood to Eli. In court, his mother read a letter Eli had written years earlier. I know some people will never understand me, but I hope one day they'll understand kindness. When the verdict came, guilty on all counts, the courtroom broke into tears and silence. Justice felt heavy, not victorious. Jules placed Eli's painting, restored and framed, in the cafe window. People still pass by and look at it, the brushstrokes glowing softly in the morning light. He isn't gone, Jules says. He's just somewhere the hate can't reach him anymore. Sometimes a story isn't about how someone died. It's about how they lived, how they loved, and how they were seen. Elis Saunders' story is not just a tragedy, and it's a mirror, a reminder that silence when faced with hate becomes its accomplice. The narrator's voice fades, leaving only the sound of snow falling. Riverton returns to quiet. The same streets, the same cafe, the same whisper of winter. But every year when December comes, someone places a candle outside the alley where Eli was last seen. A small flame against an endless night. A promise that his story, and those like his, will never disappear again.